Right now, the high-performance off-road truck segment is in an all-out war. Every major brand is chasing a different idea of what ultimate capability really means. Chevrolet leans into precision engineering with the Silverados or and its Racer IVE dampers. GMC pushes rugged luxury with the Sierra AT4X. Ram went full insanity mode with the TRX, dropping over 700 horsepower into a desert weapon. Toyota stays true to its roots with the Tundra TRD Pro, reliable, durable, and built to survive anything. And then there's Ford. Instead of chasing luxury or chasing raw horsepower numbers, Ford built something very different, something focused, something purpose-built. The 2026 Ford F-150 Raptor isn't trying to win every category. It's trying to dominate one: high-speed off-road performance. This truck exists for a very specific kind of driver. Not someone who just wants to look tough in the city. Not someone who only cares about towing numbers or drag races. This is for the driver who wants to hit open desert at triple-digit speeds, glide over brutal terrain, absorb punishment for hours, and still drive home without breaking a sweat. In places like Texas, Arizona, Nevada, and Southern California, this kind of capability isn't a luxury, it's the entire point. And that philosophy is what shapes every inch of the Raptor. Walk up to the 2026 Raptor, and the first thing that hits you isn't just size, it's presence. This truck looks aggressive because it is aggressive. There's no fake styling here, no unnecessary chrome, no pretending. At over 230 inches long and nearly 87 inches wide, it dominates the road. The wide stance isn't just for looks, it's for stability at speed. The blacked-out grille with bold Ford lettering immediately tells you what you're dealing with. The LED lighting signature is sharp and modern, but also functional. Designed for visibility in harsh environments, look closer, and everything you see has a purpose. The front bumper is shaped to maximize approach angles, meaning you can attack obstacles without hesitation. Tow hooks are integrated, not as decoration, but as real recovery tools. The hood isn't just muscular, it's functional, with heat extractors that actively cool the engine when it's being pushed hard. In extreme conditions, this isn't designed for the showroom, this is designed for survival. But the real story of the Raptor begins underneath. Because what separates this truck from everything else on the market isn't horsepower, it's suspension. This is where Ford has spent years refining, testing, and dominating. The 2026 Raptor delivers massive suspension travel over a foot in the front, and even more in the rear. That means the wheels can move freely over bumps, dips, and jumps without transferring that chaos into the cabin. The secret weapon here is the advanced Fox Live valve system. These shocks are constantly working, adjusting hundreds of times per second based on what the truck is doing and what the terrain is throwing at it. Hit a rough patch at speed, the suspension stiffens instantly. Launch off a dune, it prepares for landing before you even touch the ground. Crawling over rocks, it softens for maximum articulation. It's not just suspension, it's intelligence. Then there are the tires, massive, aggressive all-terrain tires wrapped around beadlock-capable wheels. These aren't just big for the sake of being big. They're carefully chosen to balance grip, durability, and high-speed stability. Too big, and you lose control at speed. Too small, and you lose capability. Ford found the sweet spot. From the side, the Raptor's widened fenders make it clear this is not a standard truck. It's significantly wider than a normal F-150, giving it the stance needed to stay planted when things get fast and unpredictable. Even the side steps are built with aggressive tread patterns, because slipping while climbing into a truck like this isn't an option. Move to the rear, and the design continues with purpose. The bed is functional, durable, and ready for real use with multiple tie-down points and integrated lighting. The rear bumper includes recovery points and dual exhaust outlets that don't just look good, they sound incredible. Because yes, even though this truck is engineered for performance, it still knows how to make an impression. Underneath it all is a reinforced high-strength steel frame. This is critical, because when you're driving at high speeds over rough terrain, the forces acting on the truck are extreme, twisting, flexing. Impacts. This isn't normal driving. Ford strengthened key areas of the frame to handle that stress without compromise. Inside, the Raptor doesn't try to compete with ultra-luxury trucks, and that's intentional. Instead, it delivers a performance-focused cabin. Everything is built around the driver. The seats are heavily bolstered to keep you locked in place. When the truck is moving aggressively, they're comfortable, yes, but more importantly, they're supportive. The steering wheel is thick, precise, and designed for control. Paddle shifters give you manual input when you want it. The digital display isn't just there to look cool, it provides real-time data. like pitch, roll, and performance metrics when you switch into off-road modes. This is information you actually use when pushing the truck to its limits. The infotainment system is modern and responsive, but Ford made a smart decision here. They kept physical controls for critical functions, because when you're bouncing across rough terrain at speed, the last thing you want is to rely on a touchscreen. Real buttons mean real control. Now let's talk about the heart of the Raptor, the engine. A twin-turbocharged V6 delivering serious power and torque. And while it may not match the raw horsepower of something like the TRX, that's not the point. The Raptor isn't about brute force. It's about usable performance. Power that you can actually deploy in real-world off-road conditions. And when you combine that engine with the advanced suspension, the result is something special: a truck that can maintain incredible speeds over terrain that would destroy most vehicles. A truck that feels stable, controlled, and confident when everything around it is chaos. Of course, owning something like this comes with costs. This isn't a cheap truck to run. Fuel consumption is high, tires are expensive, and where faster, you actually use them properly. Maintenance costs add up, especially if you're pushing the truck the way it's meant to be driven. Insurance isn't cheap either. This is a performance machine, and it demands a certain level of commitment from its owner. So the real question is, should you buy it? If you're someone who truly values off-road performance, who wants a truck that can handle extreme conditions at speed, and who actually plans to use it the way it was designed, then yes, this might be the perfect truck for you. It delivers a level of capability that very few vehicles on the planet can match. But if you're looking for maximum luxury, or the quietest ride, or the best fuel economy, this isn't your truck, and it's not trying to be. The 2026 Ford F-150 Raptor doesn't chase trends. It doesn't try to please everyone. Instead, it stays focused on one mission and executes it better than anything else in its class. It's not the most powerful, it's not the most comfortable, but when it comes to high-speed off-road performance, it stands alone, and that's exactly what makes it special.